Sup nerds, today we have Omnimon Alterus Turbo versus Bloomlord. I'm on the die roll, so I'm going first. I hatch Suno, Evo into Agu, and then play Gabu, Scourge top 3. Add the Greymon to hand. Mal hatches Argo, plays Agility, Scourges top 2. Swing and a miss on rookies. Adds the Bloom. Then hard plays Lily A, suspends and bot decks my Gabumon. Evo into Greymon for 2, and then Evo into Were for 3. Sometimes you're forced to do this and play Alterus like a stack deck. Mel just hard plays Togo to set me to 2. I promote. I hard play Mechamon, crossing him with Greymon and Garurumon for 3 memory, trigger his effect. Evo into Crest for 1 memory. Trigger Crest to bot deck the Lily, and then gain 3 memory from Ace Overflow. And then swing security for 12k. Get punished by another Lily Ace. He suspends my Mechamon and then bot decks it, and then I check 1 for 12. And then I just have to hard pass. I can't really do anything else, and then I reboot. Now hard plays Lalamon, Scourges top 3. Does get max value. It's Hydra and Yoshino. Pops Agility. Evos into Sunflower for 0. Triggers Sunflower's effect, suspends itself to play Togemon for free. Suspends Togemon to play Yoshino for 1 memory. Then I hatch Suno. Evo into Gabu. Attempt to swing over the Sunflower. Successful. Then hard play Agu, Scourge top 3. Add the Metal and then top deck the rest. Then reboot and Mel goes to 3 from Yoshino. This game is kind of battle of the bricks. Obviously we both opened up pretty suboptimal. Thankfully, if Mel had opened up well, this game would have been over already. Alright, and Mel activates a card that should be at 0. HPD. Eva's into Hydramon for free by suspending Togemon. Triggers Yoshino to gain a memory. Hydramon suspends my Crest, gains memory from its own effect. Evo's into Lila for 3. Doesn't have another Yoshino to play. Hydra swings over my Crest. Can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Then Evo's for 4, thanks to the Togemon inheritable, into Hydra, suspends it, gains a memory, and then end of turn bot decks it from one of the Hydramon's effects. Really, really bad. So I just Evo into Garurumon, and Mel goes 3 from Yoshino. Evo's into Lalamon and Raising. If I would have seen a Matt and Tai at this point, I think I would have been Gucci. Not seeing one is really bad for me, because I have like 3 dead Arab Dragons in my hand. Plays a Pomamon for 3. Swings on me, 13k, survives. Eva's in a Sunflower for 2. Triggers its effect, plays another Sunflower for free. Could have suspended Yoshino to actually choke me to 1, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. I finally see a Matt and Tai, and now I'm thinking if it's worth it, but at this point, I just Evo into Metal Greymon, and then my plan is to Evo into Blitz to de-Evo his board on my next turn, and potentially stabilize. So Mel promotes. Evo's into Lilamon for 3, triggers Yoshino to gain a memory. Triggers Lilamon, plays another Yoshino for free. Swings security for 13k, survives. Swings for 13k, checks a Matt and Tai, cool. Could have used that 4 turns ago. Evo's into Bloom for 4, triggers its effect, suspends itself, gains 3 memory, and then unsuspends. Triggers Yoshino, gains memory. And we actually have a Chet here. The Sunflowermon inheritable should have drawn Mel a card. It's a mandatory effect. Swing security with Sunflower for 3k, checks another Matt and Tai, and then swings Bloom, and then swings for game with Lala. I don't play any removal, so as soon as he swung, I knew it was over. So Mel does take game 1. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in the Alterus deck profile, link will be in the pinned comment below. Alright, so I make Mel go first for game 2. I always want to go second with Alterus. He hatches Argomon. Plays Sunflower for 4. So he opened up with no rookies again, thankfully. I hatch Suno. Evo into Agu for 1. And then play Matt and Ty, just choke him to 1. He draws. I'm going to be able to attempt to pop off on my next turn and maybe draw into combo. He Evos into Lila for 3. Plays Yoshino for free. Alright, so I promote. Evo into Gray for 2. Trigger Matt and Ty. Play Gabu for free. Trigger Matt and Ty again. Gain a memory. Trigger Gabu. Scourge top 3. Max value. Metal and wear. Trigger Gray. Evo into Garu for 0. Draw a card from Suno. Trigger Garu. Evo into Metal for 1. Gain a memory. Trigger Metal. Evo into Wear for 1. Trigger Wear. Evo into Blitz for 1. Trigger Blitz. Evo into Crest for 0. Trigger Crest. Evo into Omni Alterus. Blow up the Lila. And then Mel goes to 3 from Yoshino. And I had another Alterus in my hand. I didn't just rip into it. For those of you that just saw that. I just drew a second one and just used that one. So we did combo into an Alterus on our second turn. The highest of rolls. And then Mel hard passes. I hatch Suno. If he doesn't have a rookie, if he hard plays anything that's not a mega, I just bot deck it for free, so there's no reason to play anything. So I Evo into Agu, and then swing security, trash top card, and then swing for 1 check for 16k. Play Heir of Dragons, draw 2. Play Heir of Dragons, draw 2. And then reboot. And I'm just setting up to, if he does out my Alterus, combo again. Then Mel has to hard pass, still no rookies. I promote. Still haven't seen an Alter B, unfortunately, to just win, but I swing, trash 1, and then check 1 for 16. Survive. Play Gabu for 3. Trigger Matt and Ty to gain a memory. Trigger Gabu, Scourge top 3. Can only add 1 of those cards. I add the Omnimon. And then I'm going to try to combo into a second Alterus here. I'm missing some cards, but I'm hoping to maybe draw into them. Evo into Garu for 2. Draw a card from Suno. Gain a memory, and then draw another card. Trigger Garu. Evo into Gray for 0. Gain a memory back. Trigger Gray. Evo into Wear for 1. Gain a memory back. And sadly did not see a Metal or another level 5, so I just activate Heir of Dragons to draw 2 more cards. And Mel goes to 3 from Yoshino, and I reboot. And then Mel scoops. I obviously have lethal on my board. So we do take game 2 pretty handily. The Wombo combos. Alright, and Mel makes me go first for game 3. Sag. I hatch, Evo into Agu, and then play Agu, Scourge top 3. Max value, get Gray and Omeka. He hatches Argo. Evo's into Pal for 0. Plays Lala, Scourges top 3. Max value. Adds the Yoshino and the other Lala. Then Evo's into Sunflower for 2. Triggers Sunflower's effects. Plays Lala for free. Scourges again. Adds Lilamon. I promote. And at this point, I know better than to swing into his level 4s because he obviously is playing like probably 4 Lily Aces. So I just play Agu, Scourge top 3, can only add none cards. Can't add any of those, unfortunately. So I just whiff. I do choke him to 1. And I promote so I can Evo into the Agumon that I have in my hand and raising, then activate my Heir of Dragons in hand. So start a main phase. Palmon gives my Agumon with a source. On suspension, lose 2 memory to the end of my turn. Mel Evos into Lila for 3, triggers the effect, plays Yoshino for free. And I draw and hatch. Evo into Agu for 1. And I activate Heir of Dragons and draw 2, and then Mel goes to 3. Hatches Argo. And he uses the Palmon's effects to give my middle Agumon lose 2 memory on suspension. Evo's into Toga for 2. Triggers Yoshino to gain a memory. Triggers Togemon's effect, suspends itself. To play another Yoshino for 1. Should actually draw off the Sunflowermon inheritable, so that's another miss. Evo's into Palmon X for 0. Triggers Yoshino to gain a memory. Triggers Palmon X to suspend my Agumon and then get 2 memory. Evo's into Sunflower for 1 thanks to the Palmon inheritable. Triggers Sunflower's effect, suspends itself, and uses Lalamon inheritable to Evo for 2 memory into Quantumon. Does actually finally catch the Sunflower inheritable to draw a card. And then puts my Agumon at the top of my security and then gets to look at my security. Puts Air of Dragons on top. Evos in a Palmon and raising. He swings over my suspended Agumon. It dies, obviously. And then Evos into Lily Ace for 2, thanks to Lolomon Inheritable. Suspends and bot decks my other rookie. Beginning my turn, triggers Quantumon, declares option, and then bot decks my Air of Dragons. Now Quantumon is unaffected by options for the turn. Irrelevant, I don't play removal in my deck. So I just play Matt and Ty and hope for the best. So he unsuspends, gains an extra memory off Agumon, promotes Palmon. Evos for 2 into Agitar thanks to the Palmon Inheritable, gains some memory from Double Yoshino. Use Agitar to suspend Palmon to play Lala, triggers Lala's effect, searches top 3, adds Hydramon. Draws from Sunflower's Inheritable. Plays Agility for 2. Adds Sunflower. Evos for 2 into Sunflower. Triggers Sunflower's effect, suspends itself, and reduces Bloomlord by 2, and then an additional one. We actually have another chat here. So he evos into Bloomlord, reducing by 2 from the Sunflower and another one from the other Sunflower Inheritable on that stack, but he already used the Palmon reduction on this turn, so this actually should cost 1 memory here. It suspends itself and then unsuspends and gains 3 memory back, and then gains another memory back from Agitarmon. He should be at 3, although it's not super important. Thanks to Lolomon, evos for 0 into Cherrymon by suspending the Ace. Swings with Bloom, really big for 3 checks. Swings with Quantumon, survives. Evos for 2 into Bloom, thanks to the 2 inheritables in the stack. Gains 5 memory and then unsuspends. Swings 16, survives. Plays another Agility, scratches top 2. Adds the Cherry. Evos into Toga X for 2. Evos for 2 into Lilamon, thanks to the Palmon Inheritable. Triggers the effect to play Yoshino for free. Another Chet here, he should actually gain a memory from the Palmon X. So I guess everything is even now, so he should be at 1 regardless. So if neither Chet had happened, he would be at 1 memory. Then plays another Palmon to set me to 2. And then Quantumon effect declares Digimon, bot decks my Metal, and then my turn. And this is basically game, even if I clear 2 bodies. I obviously am not going to be able to block anything else. I'm able to block 1 thing on his turn. But I'm going to see if I can combo at least, bare minimum. Evo into Gray for 2, trigger Matt and Ty. Play Gabu, trigger Matt and Ty again, gain a memory, trigger Gabu, get max value. Trigger Gray, Evo into Garu for 2, draw an extra card off Suno. Trigger Garu, Evo into Metal for 1, gain a memory back. And I do not have another level 5 in my hand, unfortunately. I play Omekamon, crossing Agumon and Gabumon. Play him for 3. Trigger his effect. Evo into Metal for 1. Then I gain 2 memory back from Omekamon's effect. Trigger Blitz's effect. Evo into Wear for 0. And the end. I ran out of combo. So Bloom does take the match 2-1, but I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content and want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.